You're back.
And
Yeah,
I
go to
mean,
the
our
picture.
house is, you guys can go to well, we did for like 5 minutes.
All right, good evening. I have a couple housekeeping things as we go through this. We will have each of our athletes, they'll come up in groups, and they will be representing whatever particular sport they're going with. We are going to switch up the order, so if you look at the back of the sheet, we will go with softball first. Coach Johnson's going to get going, so we're going to do softball first, and then we'll go the rest of that order. That order is all correct. And on the other side, we did have one mistake where Morgan Hinton should have been listed under wrestling. She's listed under softball, so I apologize for that. But other than that, we're going to have coaches will come up and they will present each of their athletes and talk quickly and briefly about each one. And then the next group will go and we'll go through that. Once we all finish, then we'll have more time to come down and be able to talk and celebrate our athletes down on the floor. So with that, good evening and welcome to the 2025 College Signing Celebration. My name is Clay Freegon, and it is my privilege to serve as the athletic director at Spring Hill High School. I'm incredibly fortunate to work alongside outstanding teachers, coaches, and most importantly, our students. Before we recognize the athletes, I'd like to take a moment to thank those who make events like this possible. Anna Hughes, first off, works tirelessly to work behind the scenes. She does a lot as far as getting all these materials together and making everything look very professional. So I appreciate her work on that. Mr. Foss, Mr. Winkler, and Mr. and Mrs. Heisman for their steady leadership. Custodial staff, Gary Sutterby, Richard Fortney, Paul Howard, Tom Brown. They just do a great job every day to make the events go. And especially right now, our grounds crew, which is led by Kylie Delphia, and also Brandon McCutcheon, ensuring these facilities are going for the outdoors, especially during this wet spring that we've had. I'd also like to recognize Murray Matthews. He does a great job. Generously volunteers all this time to always support our programs and to be able to recognize these athletes as he announces several of their games. And I really appreciate his support. And then finally, parents. Thank you. And we appreciate all that you do for us and for our students and athletes. I do want to take a minute. Make sure you thank your parents. And remember, as you go through this last month, it's not all about you. It's about them. So if they ask you to do something, just do it. Okay? And also make sure you thank them and know that they have sacrificed a lot to get here and do what they want to do. Okay? There you go. All right. There you go. Today we celebrate something truly special: commitment, perseverance, and sacrifice. Each of you athletes have signed to compete at the collegiate level, an achievement that reflects years of dedication and hard work. You've earned this opportunity. Every early workout, every late night and early morning practice, every moment you push yourself through fatigue and frustration, this is the result. But this is not the finish line. It is the starting line of something even greater. College athletics will challenge you in new ways. The competition will be faster, the expectations higher, and the demands greater. But just as you've grown throughout your high school career, you will continue to rise to the challenge. We are confident you will excel not only as athletes, but as students and individuals. Congratulations once again. We're incredibly proud of each and every one of you, and we look forward to watching what you accomplish at the next level. At this time, I'd like to have Coach Watson up, and those of you who are signing for softball, please come up and stand here with me.
First of all, thank you for letting me come in mind
do some investigating as to how much data I have. So thank you for letting me do this and letting me out here. I would first like to take just a second to thank everyone for joining us tonight and celebrating the talented student athletes that we are here to recognize this evening. We are here to celebrate the hard work, dedication that each of these athletes have contributed to their team's success and their own individual accomplishments. Culminating tonight as we celebrate their signings and opportunity to continue their student and athletic career. It is your dedication, drive, and efforts that have led each of you to this point. Congratulations. You've earned it. Thank you to all the parents and guardians who have allowed all of us coaches here tonight the opportunity to coach and work with your sons and daughters. We appreciate the trust you have granted to us each and every day as we've been awarded the opportunity to work with your sons and daughters. I would like to take the next minute or two to congratulate a couple of seniors who play softball and have been recognized by the coaches that will be speaking here in a little bit. Are going to be playing some other sports. Morgan Hinton and Brooklyn Love. Morgan has chosen to focus her future endeavors on wrestling college. As you will hear, she will become an outstanding and very successful wrestler. And Brooklyn Love will be focusing her attention on her academic careers at Creighton University. Congratulations to both of you. I wish you both all the success in the world. You're both amazing softball players and even more amazing people. And you two become two of the best teammates that I've had the opportunity to coach. Now, the two of you will be going on to pursue the opportunity to play at the next level. I have the distinct honor to speak on behalf of two terrific young women. Let me begin with Ellen Thompson. Ellie came to us a couple of years ago, where she immediately went to work and continued to develop and grow as a softball player. After stepping away from the high school softball team for a couple of years, we were excited to welcome Ellie back as a senior. I was excited to hear that over the last couple of weeks, Ellie has decided to continue her softball career just up the road at Mid-American Nazarene University. Ellie has come back to us, has shown up, put her head down, and gone to work each and every day. Ellie, who is an overall quiet person, has shown her leadership not by what she says, but how she shows up in work. Ellie has continued to grow and develop her game, and we as coaches are so excited to see where her development takes her as she moves towards the next chapter of becoming a collegiate athlete. If you would help me in congratulating Ellie on her future softball career as an Mid-American athlete. Our second young lady tonight is Olivia Fraley. Olivia has been a 4-year varsity starter and 4-time leather winner in softball. Olivia has been selected as a member of the all-time cheer league teams and a part of the Miami County Republic's all-tri-county team. She has been nominated as an all-state player, signaling her talent within the game. I know that I am biased having had the opportunity to coach Olivia over the last 4 years, and even with all the awards that Olivia has earned, I still believe, no, that's the wrong word, I know Olivia is one of the most overlooked players in the state of Kansas. Olivia will be continuing her softball career at Bradley University in Peoria, Illinois. Olivia has played in 95 games for us over the last 4 years. In that time, she has racked up eye-popping offensive stats. Over her 4 years, Olivia has a career batting average of .414 and OPS of 1.143. To put this number in perspective, Olivia has accumulated 128 hits with 15 games still to play. Of those 128 hits, 44% of them have gone for extra bases. Over the last week, Olivia passed the 100 RBI mark for her career, which was a massive milestone. I need to check the records, but I'm sure this puts Olivia very near the top of career RBIs. As of today, she sits at 104. Besides being an all-time offensive threat, she is as good, if not better, on the defensive side of the field. On the defensive side of the field, in 95% games, Olivia has an overall field percentage of .942. This tells thing that most of you do not see is the amount of time and effort she puts into being the absolute best player she can be. I'm not talking about staying after practice for 20 minutes every once in a while. I am talking about going from practice to a hitting lesson for another hour or more. Olivia lives, breathes, and dies softball. For this reason, she will make the third consecutive year that the Broncos softball team will have a Division I softball player. Please help me in celebrating Olivia Fraley. Thank you very much.
All right, I'm Coach Abel. I'm the head baseball coach here at Springdale, so I'll have my baseball guys come on up here. It'd be great. Yeah, come on up here, guys. There you go. All right. First, I'd like to talk about, actually, before I even get to talk about my guys, who I'm extremely proud of. First, again, congratulations to all of you. You're part of a very unique group, a special privilege, an opportunity, an honor, and a challenge to go play at the next level. I hope you find success. When things get tough, you can work through it, know that we'll always be here in your corner for you. The first thing I'd like to talk about is Greg Bullard. Greg's been in our program now for 2 years. Came to us from Blue Valley West, and last year as a junior, he came in as a pitcher we were counting on, and he did a great job. And unfortunately, he was facing some adversity to deal with an injury. That's never an easy thing to do, particularly in baseball. As a pitcher, you need to be able to throw the baseball. That's a challenge to have to overcome. And for some guys, I think that can really break you. But what I've been really proud of Brady is that he continues to work through it. He's rehabbing, and he wants to get back and play so much with his team for his teammates. And I think that's really, really special thing. Instead of breaking him, he's really driven to push forward. And then on top of working through that, he continues to be an excellent teammate. He's in our dugout every game. He's running on the iPad. He's doing stats, constantly communicating and hyping up guys. I think it's a really special thing. It says a lot about his character. I'm very much looking forward to seeing him back healthy and getting a chance to go compete for Fort Scott next year. But I'm very proud of you, buddy. The next young man I'll get the chance to talk about is Hunter Hall. Hunter has also been in our program now for 2 years. He also transferred from Blue Valley West. When you get a chance to work with kids and work with athletes, you wonder how do kids handle coaching. And regardless of the sport or the activity, there are times where you have to elevate, there's times you've got to take a step back. And I think a challenge nowadays for kids is being able to look past, how things are being said and focus on what they're saying. And that's never something you have to worry about with Hunter Hall. This kid actively wants to be coached. He looks for things that he can work on and be better at. He really wants to play better and be there for his teammates. He wants to lead by example. He's bought in everything that we ask him to do, he will do it. I'm extremely proud that he's got the chance to be here and be part of our Springfield program and be part of the Springfield High School community. And at NCC, he's got a very bright future ahead of him, and I'm very proud of him. My next player I need to talk about is Keith Keelan. Keith has been a 4-year player for us here at Springdale. He's going to be our first 4-year letterman in the number of years that we've had. He's had many accolades and achievements throughout his time with baseball. And I can truly say he's one of the most talented kids that we've ever had come through Springdale, ever. And I think sometimes there's always this misconception about when a kid is really talented, or maybe they don't have to work as hard. But I don't know many kids that have put in the time and effort and the work to be as good as they have become as a baseball player as he has. He has bought into being a good baseball player, becoming a great baseball player, and knowing he wants to be in his future with baseball is fantastic. He's really grown a lot as a player, his mentality and his approach and how he does things. I'm really, really proud of him and how far he's come, and I know that he's got a lot of bright future ahead of him. Not only University of Florida, hopefully he gets next year, man, I'm going to talk about is Benny Reagan. Benny's been in our program for 4 years now. He's a 3-year starter, will be a 3-year veteran. You know, I always go back to the story when Benny was a freshman. We asked him to suit up with our varsity squad as we got ready for postseason play. And if you could somehow imagine what happiness looks like on a kid, and you saw his face, that's what it was. He was just so excited to be there. And we knew that, you know, at the time he's a little undersized, but he does things right. We're really excited about him. And we knew by the time he was a sophomore, he's going to be doing big things for us. And throughout his 2 years, he's grown and developed as a player, as a person. He's come a long way. He's one of those kids you can just tell he loves the game of baseball. Absolutely loves every second of it. If you ever wonder where it disappears, you still find a wall on baseball, he's probably just running against it, having fun. Like, that's just who he is. You know what you're going to get from him night in and night out. And I'm really, really proud of getting a chance to coach with him. And he's come a long ways as a player and competitor. And NCC is very lucky to have him next year. So congratulations, Ben. Before I wrap up, I know Coach Bouchard is going to say a lot about it, but I also want to recognize Jordan Miller. He's a senior baseball player for us. He will also be a 3-year veteran. Didn't feel right to not say something about him. You know, for 13 years that I've been lucky enough to call Spring Hill home and getting to teach and coach. And you see a lot of kids, you work with a lot of kids, and you've had kids that really step up and enjoy the challenge, but I don't know if we've ever had a true competitor like we have with Jordan Miller. You know, he is 8 years competitor. When you put him in the toughest spots, in the biggest moments, he's not one to shy away from it. He wants the ball in his hand. He wants to be the leader. He wants to go out and get it. If Goliath were to walk in this room right now, he'd be the first one looking for a swing stop to take them on. Like, that's just his mentality that I think he has, and that's really, really special. You know, he's become a great leader for our teams. He set a great example being a multi-sport athlete and doing all the things that he's doing. But I'm very, very proud of him, and I'm wishing him the best luck in the NK team. He's going to go a long way, so congratulations, Jordan. Again, thank you guys for your time, and congratulations to all of you.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you guys for showing up. My name is Paige Tuttle, and I'm the high girls basketball coach. First off, I just want to congratulate everybody who's sitting down here. Mimic what Coach Freegon had said. Make sure to thank the people that have, cleaned your jerseys, who have taken you to practices before you can drive and things like that. They are the reason that you guys are here and in the position that you get to be in. I will say one thing that I was given the advice of before becoming a college athlete, and I would like to impose that upon you guys as well. This is a great moment for each and every one of you. It's just the start and just the beginning. You guys have a lot of hard work ahead of you, and some of the best memories, and some of the most challenging times of your life. And so don't let your lows get too low, and don't let your highs get too high. And I was imparted upon with that advice, and obviously, hopefully you guys take that into account as well. I have the privilege of speaking about 3 of my athletes tonight. 2 of them will be going on and playing girls basketball, and then one will be playing, or rowing rather. That's a new one for me as well. First, I'll be speaking about Isla Herman. Isla Herman was a 4-year letter winner for us. The word I use to describe Isla is elevated. Isla has elevated her game throughout the last 4 years. She's a gym rat who sought to get better and was often showing up early or staying late to get shots up and hone in on her craft. I've gotten a chance to coach her since she was a 7th grader, and the elevation that she's taken in her game and as a leader has been incredible. This year she was awarded First Team All-Frontier League, Top Gun All-Tournament Team, Miami County Spotlight Player of the Year, and she finished her career 2nd in our record books with 1,234 points. She was 8th all-time rebounder with 430. Dorena All-Star Game honoree this past Friday, and then will also play in the KPCA All-Star Game in June, along with many other honors throughout her career. Isla had a phenomenal season for us, although being involved in many other activities outside of basketball as well. She's been a leader in our program and one that we will surely miss as she goes to Missouri Valley to continue her education and her basketball career. We are very proud of you, Isla. Second up, we've got Audrey Weir. Audrey Weir was a 3-year letter winner for us. I use the word ready to describe Audrey. Audrey made some real jumps in her game and in her leadership this season. She became a leader not only in stats, but also in bringing a special tenacity and fight to our team that we will really miss. She finished her career with 672 points, is third in all-time career assists with 213, ninth all-time in free throws made with 189, along with earning Top Gun All-Tournament Team, Top Gun All-Academic Team Selection, Second Team Frontier League, along with other honors throughout her last 4 years as a lead Bronco. She'll take her competitive spirit to the next level at Apple University as she continues her career as a basketball player, along while pursuing her education. Big things are ahead for you, Aubrey. We're super excited to see you at the next level. Finally, I get to speak about Isabel Harris. Isabel Harris plans to follow in her older sister's footsteps and take her athleticism to Kansas State as a rower. Although I don't know much about rowing, if at all, I know the kind of committed athlete that Isabel is. Her commitment to getting better in the weight room will serve her well at K-State, as she has been in the top 2 attendance winners throughout her 4 years of her career for weights, conditioning, and summer workout attendance. She was a 2-year letter winner for us, and when I think of Isabel, I think of the word steady. Isabel had 17 blocks this season and 113 rebounds, which we relied on her quite a bit in her senior season. She progressed each year and was truly a leader by example, as so many of her underclassmen teammates looked up to. We wish her nothing but the best as she pursues her education and athletic career at Kansas State University. Congratulations, Isabel.
Hello, I'm Rick Slytherin, head cross country and more track and field coach. I have the privilege of talking about Zach Anderson tonight. There's 2 ways of looking at Zach's experience here at high school. A lot would say he's been very lucky to be blessed by a tremendous team that will be a part of 4 years. The counter argument to that would be to say that none of those accomplishments that our teams have reached these past 2 years would have been possible without him as an athlete. In cross country, race 5, score 5 letters every season, race 7. For Zach's entire high school experience, he's always been our number 3, number 4 contributor on our team, even as a freshman. He came in running against guys much older, stronger than him, and just out of sheer guts and determination was able to hang on and contribute. You've never watched Zach run, despite how smooth and fluid his stride is. He wears a lot of the pain that he's enduring on his face. Every runner knows what the pain of running a 5K feels like. Zach's ability to grind through a race that doesn't always feel the race is like nothing I've ever seen. His determination is matched by no one. And so many easy to just hang on for the last little bit of the race and survive some kind of opponent's hits. Zach would always be the one gutting it out and wanting to be done for that this over the finish line. Without his contribution, he would never won a state title, would never qualify for national league. He would not have been ranked 14th in the country here last year. But with all of those team accomplishments, some of his individual prowess was kind of overlooked and kind of limited. Zach is the 5th fastest human we've ever had running here at this high school in the distance races. To ever break the 6-minute barrier, which is kind of an unprecedented 5K for a high school athlete. He's currently number 3 all-time in the 1,300 meter, reigning front Frontier League champion and the current Frontier League record holder. Out of the years and years of teams that come to our league, state championship individuals, state championship teams, he's the fastest one to ever run the 2 mile at-hour conference meet. Presently, 3-time state medalist in cross country, added another medal in track last year. So it's a great opportunity to bring home a couple more here at the end of the season. One of the most accomplished 5A runners out of this area in quite a long time. Could not be more proud about the opportunity he has here for himself next year. You're not a giant fan of college track and field. Pittsburgh State is a 3-time defending national champions in both indoor and outdoor. He's joining a program in Division Athletics that most division programs would never want to be up against. I'm very excited he's going to play a role in here again in contributors, and hopefully next year we'll be talking about the national championship.
Hi, my name is Kelsey Stevie. I'm the head dancing coach, and I get the honor of talking about Miss Shayla tonight. Shayla has been a dedicated member of our dance team here at the high school and served as a senior officer this last year. She was recognized as an All-American nominee at our summer camps, and she earned multiple awards for her technique and showmanship throughout her years on the team. In addition to her involvement with the school team, she's also been a member of the Miami Dance Studios competition for the last 3 years. So there was countless numbers of days that she would come to practice after school, leave at 5:30, and then go dance until 10 or 10:30 at the studio. So this girl eats and breathes dance. We're so excited that she gets to continue to do that in college. She will attend Concordia University in Nebraska and major in elementary education and continue her dance career on the competitive team. Shayla, I'm going to watch with you with your time on the team. I adore her pride, confidence, and the way that she always provides example for the other girls. You were always being out events and showing everybody how to do things. You taught me that you don't have the loudest voice in the room to be heard. You're humble and kind, and I know you're going to do great things in college. Congratulations.
Hello, I'm Frederick Sharpman, football coach, and I get the honor to recognize a couple of our guys that have some admirers come up and actually share some words on Duncan. Sir, do that. First off, congratulations to all the wonderful men and women up front here. I can recognize another group here in a little bit, but you guys have been awesome. I have a number of you in Wade's class, congratulations. Have fun in this next adventure, this next journey. First of all, that's Jordan to come up here. Jordan is signing with Benedictine College in Atchison, Kansas. Actually, Jordan and Duncan were the first guys I ever met when I came to Spring Hill because they were the tour guides on the selection committee. So they got to tour all the coaches. When guys were mad at me, I'd say, "You blame those guys. They could have mixed me out of that." But they were wonderful. It was actually there in my conversations with them that led my heart to believe this is an outstanding place to get to work with outstanding people. It's awesome that Jordan has been all-state in 3 sports. That is remarkable for an athlete at today's age. To be that dedicated, not only that dedicated, but excel at all 3 levels, all 3 sports is outstanding. But on top of that, Jordan's also selected a captain, I believe, on 3 sports. He's a captain of all 3. So Jordan selected Benedictine College. He had a few other suitors that were around, but he decided to join the nationally ranked football program at Benedictine. He has a chance to follow in his grandfather's Benedictine, and I'm looking forward to do that. The Ravens head coach, Joel Osborne, was actually my son's assistant coach at Northwest Missouri State, so I know Coach Osborne pretty well. And I asked him about Jordan, like what caught your eye on Jordan. Jordan's a quarterback, but he said the physical nature which Jordan played with was really something that stood out. So he loves that physical style, and he believes that in time Jordan would be a really good quarterback in Benedictine, but he actually much sooner maybe be a great defensive player at Benedictine. I'll get that excited for you. Congratulations, Jordan. Thank you for a wonderful career.
It's my honor and privilege to jump up and speak about Duncan Kingdom. Duncan's football journey with us started pretty young. He was kind of thrown in the fire as a sophomore. He played as an offensive lineman. You're in the thick of it every single down there. And, never wavered away from it then, and just continued to grow and improve over the course of his high school career. Throughout that career, though, he's not just grown as a football player, but as a leader as well. There's not many people that care about spring football with the kind of heart and compassion that Duncan does, and still carries on with us. Both of these guys are really congratulations to you as well. It's been a really fun experience and privilege to be a small part of it and watch you guys grow. You guys are leaving massive shoes for us to go, especially leadership. So you guys pay attention to your thing now, but I'm so excited for you and happy for you that you continue on your journey. I know the selection process sometimes, challenging to find a really good spot in William Woods. Coach Bouchard was talking about it certainly will be fun to mark the Benedictine versus William Woods coming to the next couple of years. We'll certainly make it to the football crowd, and it'll be especially for two. If you stick with the defense, if you got O-line specifically, that might be good plays. But don't need the ups and downs, you just continue to improve. So proud of you, and watching you continue to dream. You always have still
And boys golf coach, also had the privilege of coaching three of these guys right here. I want to give a shout out to those guys that played basketball, a couple of them for a few years, and one of them played for me for 4 years. I know Coach Bouchard, I mentioned Jordan Miller being an all-state in 3 sports, and all-state basketball player. So to all of you guys, congratulations. Remember that you've probably spent a lot of your life thinking that this was the destination, and in fact, this isn't the destination, this is just the beginning. So make sure that's in the forefront of your mind as you moving forward. I have the honor to announce and be standing here with Caleb Hammer, who's going to be playing golf at Baker University. I like to call that, as a Baker alum, the Harvard of the Midwest. Really excited for him. Caleb is sort of goes hand in hand with our golf program. If you look at where we were when we first started, you can look up there and see there's not a lot of stuff on the left side, except for league championship in 24 and 25. Our program hasn't been very good for very long, and I mean this in the nicest way possible. When Caleb started, he wasn't very good either, but he is now. He's really good. I can't play with him anymore. He's probably the best golfer in this room. And has turned himself into a phenomenal player, an outstanding student. He's going to be studying business at Baker University. And a lot of you have heard the Robin Williams speech about golf and how difficult and wild a sport it is. And it's true, It just takes, you're hitting a small ball with a stick 400 yards that way into a really small hole. And just slight tweaks in your swing can make that ball go in your direction. Caleb's really worked extremely hard at a sport that simply requires one thing, and that's dedication and effort. And he's put a lot of time into it. You can tell he's worked a lot on his game in the offseason, which is not always easy to do. You have to go in
indoor facilities and put a lot of extra time in, not a lot of X's and O's in the sport. And so Caleb has earned that. He's a member of our varsity team this year, and has been playing really well for us, and we have really high expectations for Caleb and the rest of our team moving forward. So once again, congratulations to Caleb Hamlin on the debut person.
All right, I get the honor to recognize our powerlifters. And powerlifting here at high school is kind of one of those sports that flies under the radar. We don't have, there's not a stadium to go to. And really the sport people are these guys that support the heck out of one another. I'll talk about that in a little bit. And through the process, and also the parents who are able to show up. And sometimes they don't even let them in the room they're lifting in. Like you guys say, I think you kind of hang in the gym with those things going on. So it's a little different kind of sport. It is very self-directed. This group behind me are incredibly, they're self-motivated to be excellent in this sport. It's a little bit cross-country like. You've got to go out and train on your own at a really good level if you want to be successful in the sport. So kudos to this group. This entire group met my expectations. I didn't want to change things up a lot in my first year here, and so we kind of said, hey, guys, but I know some things were a little bit changed what they were used to, and they met that whole group. But then they worked like warriors, oftentimes away from these companies. They'd get the work done, we were moving, doing some stuff, and then they would go do that. So I want to recognize each of them. It looks like Ottawa recruited the whole team. Good move, Ottawa. All right, way to go. But I'm going to call this group up individually there. First, let me call up Chase. Chase. Chase is a very dedicated lifter. She approached the sport with passion and was placed high at the same. It even brought a tear to her eyes. I remember, like, she got some of her personal best, and just placing in that event is absolutely was just a great accomplishment this senior year going on in Ottawa. Now, I currently have Chase in weights class, and I love the way she competes. She competes against others, and she competes against her best. So today we were running 40s, and there was a girl that the best time was a certain time, and she beat that time, and a girl beat that time, so she went and ran it again. She was mad when the other girl had a little better time. That will serve her well in this sport for years to come. So congratulations to Chase. Now my other is going to be American Nazarene. Come on up here, Arabella. It's Arabella Brewer. All right. Arabella was surrounded by excellent girl lifters. So she did one of the more challenging things for any powerlifter to do. She gave herself the best chance, and she lost 10 pounds to move down a weight class, but she also had to do that without losing strength. And that's one of those challenging things in this sport. Other sports, you may lose weight, but you don't have people that are similar. In this sport, you lose that, you have a chance of maybe losing out on 5 or 10 pounds and you max out. And she accomplished that and finished the year, started her certain weight, dropped down, and became really competitive. So Mid-America gets a great worker with a wonderful spirit who will always support her teammates and help them get better while also getting better herself. Congratulations. Nate Fielder is going to Auburn University also. He's a state medalist as a senior. Another person, he can put a tremendous amount of weight on his back and squat that way. And the first time he listed the weight that he planned on lifting, if it was in that 170, something like category, I'm like, are you sure? I can lower that quite a bit if you want. He's like, no, I'm good. I'm like, are you really sure? Back and forth. He's like, no, just put that way, I'll get it. Sure as heck, proof goes right. He got that way. So he does it, especially in squat. It's his strongest lift, but he'll continue to get better in other areas. I think that is. An interesting note about Nate. I watched Nate in Lifetime Sports TV playing basketball. And so you think of power lifters, it's the guy actually has some moves. He can shoot basketball, knock down some threes. So it's fun to watch the athleticism spring out there. And of course that will serve him well as he moves into the future. There's a lot of times it's power, but it's also athleticism. Congratulations, Dave. Thanks for being here. Matt Oswald, let's say, but listen, is a heavyweight in the state heavyweight division. I'm not sure if anyone around here can carry 550 pounds on their back and squat down, but Matt does it, all right? That would be finally old girl, Dave, maybe half butter person, and then he would squat down and lift it back up. So, pretty dang impressive the way Madden does it. I trusted Madden to kind of rally the troops because we had to communicate out. Again, the sport is a sport where they kind of gather, make announcements, and then they part ways. And we kind of taper at the end of the week. We don't want to be counting weights really hard on Thursday and Friday for a weight meet on Saturday. So the Thursday and Friday, there'd be some communication, and Madden was the guy who generally, along with team members, the guy would get that message out and make sure he did that. So I appreciated his leadership in that role. Madden just had a really, you were fun to coach and had a really good season. Right? The last one, also out of the university, is Cole Bennett. Cole is the state powerlifting champion at 240 pounds. The guy had a great season. Yeah, you can give him a hand for that. Helped our team finish in the top 5 in the state. Both the boys and the girls finished in that category. It was a really outstanding season. Cole actually has 3 combined lifts, so he squat and bench in between. He has 3 combined lifts over 1,100 pounds. Now, to put this in perspective, I coached Lindy and this kind of thing, or at least had football players live for most of my last 35 years. All right? And 1,100 pounds would place Cole in the top 5 in that category of all the kids that I've coached in that entire time. It's really impressive what he did today. But the story behind it is even more impressive. Cole was a great football player, but his season was cut short with a leg injury, right? A bulging fracture that happened. And so he didn't get to finish his football season. And the question was, is he going to be able to do powerlifting to the fullest extent? Sure, he can bench press, but he squat clean. And I think his recovery and his performance just resounded that he absolutely could. So to his credit, he bounced back. Championship and has an outstanding year. Ottawa's getting themselves an unbelievable. Congratulations.
Hi, my name is Eric Schwartz. I'm the head soccer coach at the I get to talk about Elsie Sprague. Signed to go play soccer over at the American Country League. Elsie is one of the best examples that you will find of being the first one in, especially the last one. If you want to challenge that, ask her parents, because every game, every practice, she is always the last one out of the locker room, out of the facility. I think a lot of it is just because she has such a dedication to this game. She wants to get better, and from her time here as a soccer player here, she had grown a ton. Not just on the field, but as a leader as well. Elsie's high school career has been a little up and down. As a freshman, started, I'm pretty sure, every game for me. Coming in with a team that we were really good that year too. We won the regional championship, went to state quarterfinals, so it's not like she was just kind of jumping over like a bunch of scrubs. She was beating out really good players, and she was playing at a very good level. Unfortunately, shortly after that, had an injury that took her out for about 18 months. Missed her entire sophomore year. Junior year, she was just getting back. She was building up that strength, and by the time that she wrapped up her junior year, was starting to not get so frustrated with me, and she was earning some more of that varsity playing time that she was going so bad. And then really we saw the extra work that she did put in over the summer at our trainings. It was a completely different player. And that has definitely not slowed down one bit. Starting off our spring season, is an everyday starter for us, is a team captain. And as I mentioned before, she is incredibly important to us on the field. But I can make an argument that her presence as a leader on this team does more for this team than what she does on the field. And she's already playing at the first team all-league level. But what she does for our team, she's the coach on the field, which makes my job really easy. And I appreciate that a lot. But I think Mid-America is getting a fantastic player, fantastic person. One day, if she is the coach, I'm going to be incredibly upset if she would make a perfect coach. But in the meantime, hopefully a great player for Mid-America and a great player to cap off her career here this weekend. So congratulations.
Thank you guys for being here. My name is Madeline Fuller. I was the assistant coach for the volleyball team this year. And I have the privilege of talking about what we shall do today. Starting off talking about Macy. Macy's had an incredible season for us. She's a gym rat who's always looking to improve her game. I often said I wanted 3 Macy's on the court. She was our setter, but she could also pass, and she was blocking 6-foot girls on the right side. And she was good. I needed 3, yeah. She's a smart player who knows the game extremely well. I'm so proud of the hours she put in to work on her game. She was the heart of our team for the season. Although she had such an impressive stat line, it's the intangibles that she did that helped us have such a successful season. She and Shelby were both the first in the gym and the last out. She led by example through her positive attitude and willingness to push her teams together, holding a high standard for those around her. I'm so proud of all she's accomplished and know she will do amazing things at UND. Anyone that knows Shelby knows she's one of the kindest and hardworking people you will ever meet. No matter where she was on the court, you can guarantee she was busting her tail to get to that ball. I'm so proud of the amount of work she did to improve her game. She is just as impressive off the court as she is on. She has over 81 volunteer hours, is on the principal's honor roll, and is a member of the National Honor Society, and has been awarded the Springdale Education Foundation Scholarship. Shelby truly was the role model for our season, showing up early to every practice and staying late, kind to every player in our program, not just her direct teammates on varsity. Shelby made sure everyone felt included and that they were truly a part of our program. She led by example through her positive attitude and willingness to push herself and her team to be better, while also making sure everyone felt included. I'm so proud of all she's accomplished and that she will do amazing things at Bruce State.
I'm fortunate to be able to speak last. I understand that you guys wanted to hear another 30 minutes of this, so keep this brief. Not going to say the best for last, but we saved a really special person as the last person to speak on. Before I start speaking, I just want to say congratulations to all of you athletes. I hope that you go on and do bigger things than we ever could have imagined. I hope today is a big day, but I hope it's the smallest of all of your accomplishments as you move on. I wish you the best of luck, and I want you to know that we're very proud of you. I hope you are proud of yourself as well. Morgan, I'm sorry, I'm going to make you stand in front of me. I want this to be about you. We're really fortunate. If you know anything about the sport of wrestling, it's not something that most people just dabble in. However, Morgan was really late to the party. She didn't start wrestling until she was a freshman. And that doesn't happen very often. That somebody who starts as a freshman ends up with as many accomplishments as Morgan has. She was a four-year member of our wrestling program, where she was stuck behind one of the most dominant girls in the state of Kansas. She was a 3-time letter winner, a 2-time state qualifier, and took third this last year at 140 pounds. She's completely changed her body. She's attacked the weight room relentlessly. But watch her practice, and it's not hard to figure out why she gets better each and every day. The thing I feel like I'm most proud of, and I know that she'll be successful as she moves on, is she's the epitome of the student athlete. She has a 4.1 GPA. She is a 3-time All-State academic wrestler. And we can't go on enough about this, but she chose to go to St. Ambrose because she wants to be an engineer. There's no doubt that she's going to be an amazing engineer as she moves forward. So a lot of schools were interested in her as a wrestler, but she chose St. Ambrose because of their engineering degree. So I think that says a lot about what kind of student athlete she is. But before I let you guys go, I feel like Morgan is the epitome of what a coach looks for when they're trying to build a program. They want Morgan Higgins on their team and in their life. She invests in those around. She makes everybody better. She's always positive, and she's a relentless, just ruthless competitor on the mat. She looks really sweet, but if you ever get a chance to go watch her, man, she is mean. I wish her the best. I love you. Congratulations, and good luck to all of you.
All right, I want to again congratulate all our athletes tonight. And here in just a minute, we'll let you go back down and be able to talk with them, get some more pictures, and to celebrate their success. Before we leave also, I just want to wish our spring sport participants the best as we finish off the year. We want to put some more banners in here. So let's finish off the year strong and have some great success this day here coming up. So thanks again. Appreciate you all, and come on down and join me.
From the gridiron to the hard court, the pitch to the mat, don't miss any of the action. We're there with live, local sports coverage at VarsitySportsLive.com.